So, we knew this was gonna happen. Our this day only has been very, very popular. It's my personal favorite in the Sevilla line. It's that electroforming, which Bill is gonna take you through that fabulous process, which enables you to get a huge, big, bold look in precious metal at a nominal price. And that would be normally $49.90, okay? To get that kind of look and feel in sterling silver for $29.90 in sizes 5 through size 10, and flex pay here all the way. $7.48 will be your first monthly payment. Go up a size is what I'm recommending, because it does have a nice wide polished shank. It does taper in the back, but it's a big signature piece, Bill.
So here's the story on Electroform, and some of these pieces were actually bought for this clearance show that are brand new, just so that you understand that. And this is one of them.
Okay.
So let me explain something to you. This is the hottest trend in jewelry for the girl that likes bold jewelry, the big and the bold, but doesn't want to spend big and bold prices. I'm just being honest with you, because what Electroform really came from was the jewelry industry's desire and need and necessity to build formidable pieces of jewelry, but at an affordable price for the customer. And you know, the other thing is there's a benefit to having a ring that's Electroform. Electroform starts with resin. Resin is the shape of the piece of jewelry before it's crafted. And then by being able to use either lost wax or lost resin processing, they melt the interior resin, and it's drained out of that teeny little hole. So it all goes away, and what's left behind is this large, bold, durable, I mean, you can't bend the ring, piece of jewelry that really is inspired by some of those cultural looks of Italy.
Yes, do you remember, I mean,
I'm
going back now for a minute. 25 years ago, Bill, we used to do this exact design in gold. And we called it there was a ruffled design and a polished design.
Yes.
The potato chip ring.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
It was our #1 selling, and everybody loves it because you're getting that huge look, and yet it's so comfortable. It feels like it was tailor made. And the fact that it's $29.90. I'm gonna just say this. It wasn't that price in silver 25 plus years ago. So the fact that it's a this day only, this one is another perfect example. You are certainly at the right place at the right time today, because this will be $49.90. It was brought in specifically for the event. It's like another mini if you ordered our best value of the day, which is definitely on its way to selling out. Well over half the quantity has been spoken for. This is a perfect example for Sevilla silver, what we would represent as our very best value of the day, that we cannot repeat, we will not repeat. And you said it, Bill. I mean, it's just high polished. It's even concaved on the side here. I have very, very small, my ring finger's like a 5. So this is the size 6. So that's why I recommend that you go up one size when you're ordering. This feels like it was custom made for me.
And the nice part is, though, although you want to go up a size just because it's a larger top shank, it graduates to the back of your finger to 3/16 of an inch. So let me tell you something. It's going to be comfortable. It's not going to be one of those rings you put on and go, I can't wait to take this off. You're never going to even feel it on.
No.
Because it's going to be so smooth. Kind of a comfort fit on the inside.
It is. I like it as a pointer finger, too.
Who is going to look at your hand anywhere around the country, from Jersey to California? Who's going to look at your hand and go, oh, she spent $29.90 for that?
Never in a million years.
And I'm just being frank with you, it has that really beautiful, very chic couture look, but it's lighter weight, so it's not gonna be top heavy. It's not gonna be that ring that spins around your finger. It's gonna stay positioned when you put it on. And also, if you want this for your middle finger the way Sue is wearing it, that's fashion. I mean, that's a hot look.
There's no doubt about it. If you are a silver gal, jump in on this. If you love the big, bold looks, don't let this one pass you by. If you're looking for that one statement piece that you said it, Bill, it has a significant value associated to it. I mean, I look at that ring on Sue, I'm looking down at the ring on my hand. If I were in, you know, any fine jewelry store or establishment and was looking to purchase sterling silver, this would be an investment investment piece. There's no doubt about it. Electroforming is not an easy process to do.
No.
Thankfully, they've been able to really, you know, master this technique in more places than just one. So it's now become a little bit more affordable, but you don't see it very often. And it's an absolute must to be able to get this kind of look in a wearable precious metal that you can wear every single day. Otherwise, it'd be way too heavy. And you said it, Bill, it'd be way too top heavy, and it would be way too bottom heavy in the price tag. That's for sure. But who would know you had that exact same look? It's striking.
It's striking.
I love it.
It's sexy. It's the perfect weight for your finger that you won't get, you know, tired, and you're not going to feel, you know, fatigued from the weight of the ring. You know when you wear something sometimes and it's uncomfortable, you just can't wait to get to the end of the day?
Yeah.
You're not even going to feel it on. But yet it's beautiful and it's polished. It can always be polished. So you can use a polishing cloth to restore it and remove the slight traces of natural oxidation that occur on sterling silver. That's one of the characteristics of silver. If something did not turn slightly dark when I bought it, I'd be concerned. But the best part about silver,
real silver,
right? You wouldn't.
Yeah.
But it's not silver that turns, and that's what I try to educate people on. It's the copper that's used to harden silver that will sometimes turn, and you just polish it. One swipe with a cloth, done.
And that's a great point, because silver is also one of the most durable of all precious metals. So don't think, oh, I'm gonna get this and I'm really tough on my jewelry, I'm gonna scratch it. It's strong, it's durable, it's wearable, it's reflective like there's no tomorrow. As I said, I could even put my lipstick on just looking in here. It's such a beautiful mirrored finish. 596760. Again, we can honor that special this day only price up until midnight tonight in sizes 5 through size 10. At midnight, if any remain, it will be $49.